Again, once more, your name?
Pamela J. Caracuelo.
Use a better pen. What is your age?
I'm 34.
34. Oh, she looks young. Your height and your weight?
My height is 5 feet flat and I'm 47 kilos.
What's the height? Again, what's the height?
5 feet.
5 feet.
Yes.
Marital status?
Married.
Huh?
Married.
You are married.
Yes.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 6.
How many?
6 kids.
6 kids.
Yes, sir.
And their age from what to what age?
Age is 17, 14, 13, 12, and
17, 14, 13, 12.
10. No. 8 and 5. 8 and 5. This is
You can't even remember their age.
No, it's because I've been not with them for a while because I've been working.
Okay. You are still together with your husband, am I right?
No,
So you are separated.
I'm separated.
So you don't need to get the permission from your husband lah. So in other words, do you still need to get permission from somebody, your mother or something like that?
No need because I'm independent.
I know. Then who is going to look after your kids when you come here?
They're with the father's side.
The father side.
Yes.
That means at the moment these kids are staying with the father side.
Yes, sir.
So you are sure that when you come here, you don't have homesickness because of the kid. One of them is 5 years old, 8 years old, 12, 13, 14,
No.
which are still very young. Huh?
I don't think so, sir, because I stayed in Saudi for almost 3 years.
Oh, you work
without
in
sickness. Yes.
Oh, you work in Saudi
yes, I
almost 3 years. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And these children, all the while, are they with you or with the husband?
Yes.
No, are they with you or with your husband or with your ex-husband?
No.
Huh?
They're with my ex-husband.
Oh, they were all the while with your ex-husband lah.
Yes.
So you won't miss them very much lah if you come here. Huh?
But I beg your pardon?
If they are all the while with your ex-husband, that means you actually don't see them very often lah.
Yes, I don't really see them often. Only when I was in my province, but I'm in the city right now, so no, they're not with me.
You are from which province?
Yes.
From which province?
Yes, province.
I know which province. What's the name of your province?
Leyte.
Leyte.
Yes.
What about your mother or your father, your sister? Do you have any other siblings?
No siblings, but I have parents that are in the U.S. My parents are not here in the Philippines at
I
the
see.
moment.
So you have made your own decision to come here, am I right? You have made your own decision to come here.
Yes, because I'm an independent person. I don't need permission from anybody. I make my
And you are sure that your children won't give you problem?
Can you repeat?
No,
sir?
are you sure that you won't, because you got 6 children here, if you are working here, then if one of them give problem, then you say you want to go back and whatnot, then I will having a big headache, you see. Are you sure that they won't give you problem?
No, sir, I don't think so, because every time there's a problem in the Philippines, I always make a way to, find a way to solve the problem.
I know that is when you are in the Philippines. That is when you are in the Philippines. Now we are overseas and you're working. What happens if the children give you a problem? Let's say they're sick all, then you say you want to go back.
No, that's not my attitude. It's not my nature, because I used to be in Saudi. I finished my contract, my 2 years contract, and I even extended for 6 months more, even though there's some problems in the Philippines while I wasn't around. But I still ended up coping with everything. And
so you are
solved
sure
them.
you can finish your contract?
Yes, I still finished and even extended.
I know, but if you come to Malaysia, can you tell me that you are sure to finish your contract?
Yes, I will, sir.
You are sure? How many % sure?
100%. 100%. More than 100%.
100% sure you can finish your contract, because
Yes,
you
sir.
got so many children, 6 children, is it? At any one time, if one of them give problem, you will be able to solve it by the people in Philippines themselves, without you having to spending too much time or going back. Can you solve it if any of your children give problem over in the Philippines?
No, I don't think there's gonna be any problem at
No,
all.
because all the while they are with your husband, right?
Yes, sir.
So your ex-husband will be the one that is responsible for the children.
Yeah, they're all with him because, the agreement with me and my ex is that I just support them financially.
You just support the children financially. So in other words, you are actually supporting your children.
Yes, until now I'm still supporting them, even though I'm not in the
I see.
not working abroad anymore.
But why? Maybe I just want to ask you, why is it the children not with you?
Why I beg your pardon?
Huh?
Can you repeat, sir?
No. Okay, never mind. Now the thing is, what actually the employers always afraid of if the children gives problem. So what's no, what if the children gives problem? That is the thing, you see. If the children gives problem, how actually would you be able to solve it?
How am I able to solve problems?
If the children gives
if
problem, normally the children are with the mother, you see. This is very rare where all the children are with the father. I
Yes,
know
I know.
most of the time the children are with the mother, but in your
Yes,
case it's with the father. So I am not sure how attached the children are with you. That's why I asked you, why is the children not with you, see?
Well, he's the one that's around there, and my grandma is like a bit old, so they're with him. And if there's any problem with them, they have difficulties and stuff like that, or any problems at all in school or in anything at all, there's no problem at all because my ex, he has a sister, my sister-in-law. She's the one that helps take care of the kids while I'm not around.
I see. But do you still have any contact with your ex whereby he also give you problem?
No, I don't have any problem with him. I have contact with only my kids, not with him.
I see. So you're very sure that the kids or your ex-husband won't give you problem when you're here, lah?
Yes, I'm pretty sure because
you're
when I
very
was
sure,
back then I didn't have any problem at all.
I see. Okay. So so you are 100% sure that this problem won't come up to you when you're here.
Yes, 100%. 100% sure that there's not going to be any big problem at all.
Okay.
There.
Okay. What is the educational level?
Only high school.
High school, how many years?
Yes.
How many years? High school, how many years?
How many years? Well, I didn't go to school here, so.
No, high school, normally to complete high school is 4 years. So how many years were you in high school?
I was only up to grade 11.
Huh?
Grade 11.
Grade 11. That means you were in high school for 2 years.
Because I didn't go to school in the Philippines. So.
Okay.
It's quite different.
But okay, your English I think is reasonably good. It's quite clear. Probably you've overseas before. I think that's the reason. Otherwise, sometimes you can't even speak proper English. Okay, what is your work experience?
My latest is in Saudi Arabia as a domestic helper, taking care of 5 kids and the
Saudi
whole house.
Arabia. You were in Saudi Arabia, taking care of 5 kids. Okay. And what are the age of the kids there?
The kids there are 18 years old. There is a 14 years old. There is also a 10 years old, and there is the youngest one is 5 years old.
Youngest one is 5 years old. Okay, I'm interviewing you for specifically for one employer, and this employer has got one child. This child is a toddler actually, maybe about 9 months old, 9 or 10 months old, just learning to walk. Do you think you can handle this?
An infant, yes, because I have 6 kids, so I was able to handle my 6 kids. Why not? Only that.
I see. But you told that your kids are with your husband, so why is it that you say that you are handling your kids? You mean you just separated not long ago? You mean?
I separated with him when I left before because there's some misunderstanding.
No, I know. But how long ago? Because you said that you.
Because 4 years ago.
4 years ago, okay. 4 years ago, that means many of the kids here, you actually look after them and they are very young, lah.
Yes, when they were young, I was the one that was looked after them.
Okay. So this family, if the toddler is about 10 or 11 months old, learning to walk, learning to talk, you are sure you can handle the kid?
I'm pretty sure, sir.
You're sure? It's a small family. There are 2 person, mom, sir, and the kid. Okay, they are expatriate. They are from India, but they are expatriate. Expatriate means they are professionals. They come here to work. And sometimes there will be their parents who come from India to visit them. So sometimes there will be maybe 4 person or 5 person in the house because they will come during holidays. Is that okay for you?
This is okay with me, sir.
It's okay, Now there are also other family with 2 or 3 kids. Maybe the kids are 2 years old, 5 or 7 years old. Do you think you can also handle the family with 2 or 3 kids?
Yes, I think absolutely I can handle.
You can
because
handle,
I was able to handle 5 kids. I was like.
Because most of the families here, I think not many have 5 kids, lah. Most of them they have either 2 or 3 here. So I think it shouldn't be any problem for you. If this family, feels that they are not going to accept you, I will pass your interview to other employers. I've got quite a number of employers here. I've got employers looking for people to look after elderlies, to look after children, to look after baby. What about baby? Do you think they look after baby? Baby, that means newly born, about 3 months old to maybe about 7 or 8 months old. Can you look after baby?
Yes, I think I can handle that. I can handle a lot of things.
Do you know how? Excuse me. Do you know how to feed a baby? Do you know how to bathe a baby? Change diaper?
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes,
by right you should lah. Actually, You have been a mother of so many kids.
Yeah, that's not a problem because I was able to take care of my 6 kids, and I was the only one that was taking care of them financially, and also not only financially but also taking care of them. Me with my own hands.
I see.
So
the last kid is 5 years old. So you also have looked after this kid until he was 1 or 2 years old, right? Before actually he went back to your ex-husband. So your experience in handling children, kids, and babies, I think you would have lots of experiences. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now in Saudi Arabia, how many years were you working there?
2.5 years, sir.
2.5 years.
I extended. My contract was only 2 years, but I extended for another 6 months because my employer asked me to extend few more months because she wasn't able to have a leave on her job, so I stayed.
So in other words, you actually consented to them to extend your service for 6 months lah, because they requested for it. Am I right?
Yes, they requested, and I gave them
6
the
months.
favor, so I stayed.
Why is it
because
not?
they were also a good employer.
Why is it not for 1 year? Your service extension. Why is it you didn't want to extend for 1 year? Why only 6 months?
Well, I had some I just didn't like staying there because I had problems there when, whenever I want to send money and stuff like that, because I have difficulties in sending.
You have difficulties in sending money. But all the while for 2 years you were okay. Then after the 6 months, you all of a sudden you have difficulty. How come?
No, because the driver left.
Huh? Oh, the driver left.
Driver. Yeah, their private driver.
I see.
Private driver left and went on a vacation. So I had
So
problems
they were
that
not
time.
able to get another person to help you in sending the money, lah.
But I already told them that I'm not going to be extending or not going to come back because Saudi Arabia is not like my type of country. It's very strict. It's very strict in different ways, but I can handle a strict country because I've been in a lot of countries. But
you have been in a lot of
the way
countries. Which other countries you have been?
No, because when I was young, I lived with my family, with my parents. So whenever they travel, I go with them.
No, that one is just during your younger days. Has nothing to do with work. It probably doesn't.
No,
it might not even have any connection, with your work,
Yes.
But the main thing is, what are your experience in your work?
My experience in my work, well, the house was a big house because it was like a mansion, because it was 4-story house.
Oh, it's a very big house,
I was working there.
Okay, what about housework? Do you think that there were only one DH or there were more than one DH in the house?
I was the only one.
You was only one, but it's a very big house. It's not. I think it's not easy. A big house with 5 kids, I think it's not easy to handle.
Yeah, 4 stories house, and
5 kids.
I was the only one.
5 kids. 4-story house with 5 kids.
Yeah, and I was the one who cooks, clean.
Oh, can you manage?
Kids.
Actually, did you manage to do it properly when you were actually working there? Do you manage to do your work properly when it's such a big house with 5 kids and you need to cook?
Yes,
you can. You still can do your work properly. Can you?
Yes, I was able to because
you was able to because why? It's not easy.
I
know that.
Scheduled and what day
so you know how to arrange your work lah. You know how to arrange your work. So in other words, you have the ability to be able to arrange your work. But this is a small family, small house, 1 kid. I think this one should be quite easy for you if at all they will want you as their DH lah. I think this is a way away from what you have been doing in Saudi Arabia. See? Probably the house is maybe 1/10 the size, because it says 4-story, big house, all this. So I think shouldn't have any problem lah. Is that okay? But the main problem is you must promise me that you can finish your contract of 2 years. Can you promise me that?
Yes, I can promise you that, sir.
Can because all this I will keep it in my archive. When you want to go back, I will show it to you. You promise me, and then you are telling me something else now. Can you? The reason why I'm videotaping this is because I want to make sure what you are telling me now, I keep it as a record, so that when you give problem, I will bring this out and show you what you have told me. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, So in other words, overseas, you have only experience in Saudi Arabia for 2.5 years lah. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what about cooking? Can you cook well?
What's serving?
Do you like cooking? Do you like cooking?
Cooking, yes.
Yes, you like to do cooking because you might have to help the mom to do some cooking also.
I'm a fast learner too, sir.
Yeah, fast learner. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a fast learner, so I'm not a big problem with that, with trying to cook any kind of dishes.
Okay. And are you willing to work without off days?
Yes, because in Saudi Arabia I didn't have any off days.
I see that. I know that.
I work 7 days a week.
But of course, we are not. The culture is a bit different from here, lah. We are a bit more. Now, your employer, if at all, takes you as an Indian, and there are also other employers who are Chinese. The culture are very different from what is happening in Saudi Arabia. We are a bit more not so strict, lah. In the sense that your dressing, and also you can go out with your mom or your sir during the weekend, go out with them, shop with them, what you need to do is to look after the kid. Is that okay for you? During the weekend you go out, then you just look after the kid. The mom will take you out to for food and everything. Is that okay?
It's okay with me because
Okay,
sir, practically what my purpose on applying this agency is
okay,
to work.
if you are tired, of course you can request to rest lah. You're not feeling well or you are tired, but compared to Saudi Arabia, I think if you can survive in Saudi Arabia with 5 kids and a big house, I think here probably is a breeze for you lah. So the only thing is you must be mentally prepared. If you're not mentally prepared, even the work is very easy, very light, also it will be difficult. Are you mentally prepared to come here?
Yes, sir.
Mentally prepared, that means you already figure out that you are coming here.
Yes, sir.
Not I think I want to do, I think I want to come. That is
No,
still the planning stage, you see. But you have
once I make decisions. My decisions are always permanent.
okay. So you have prepared yourself mentally to come here to work. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the contract is for 2 years. It's the same here. It's the same here. The contract also for 2 years. So just remember
Yes.
that. Is there any special request you want to ask from the employer? Anything that you would like to tell the employer or ask them?
Any requests?
Yes.
I don't know because
No, what I mean is that
I'm very flexible with
Okay.
culture and stuff like that.
okay.
If I go to another country, I'm a flexible person, so I won't have any problems if
You won't have any
yeah,
you
yeah,
won't
I
have
have
any
no
problem.
problem.
Okay. What about old folks? Do you have any experience looking after old folks? Old people, that means they're infirm, they are weak, they need your help. Maybe you need to push a wheelchair, maybe you need to hold them, talk to them, make them happy. Have you got any experience on that?
I never had experience on that working abroad,
I see.
with take care of, but here in Philippines, yes, I have taken care of old people before.
Oh, I see. That means you have some experiences in the province looking after old
Yes,
people.
my promise. Yes.
How old is that person?
He was like about 63, 67.
Oh, that's
but
not very old. Okay,
was on a stroke, so
I see.
paralyzed. So I was the only one that was like helping him like go to
Okay.
the bathroom and stuff like that, change diapers.
Okay.
And
But what is your preference? Looking after children or looking after old people? What is your preference?
I think I'd rather prefer with children.
Children, okay.
Yes.
Okay, if the house got a pet like a dog or something like that, is it okay that you help to feed the dog or maybe once a week bathe the dog, maybe take the dog for a walk? Do you think you can do that?
Yes, I can handle that. So because
Yes,
I used to have dogs before. I
Okay.
used to have dogs myself
Okay.
also. So
Okay. Now in the house, sometimes you need to do some hand washing, and also you need to know how to use the washing machine, the rice cooker, the what to call this, water boiler, all this. Can you do hand washing just in case the employer has some very special dresses or what that needs to be hand washed?
yes, sir. I think I can handle that because before when I was in Saudi Arabia, when I was working, I did that the same also.
Yeah, because some
With my
clothing.
employer's clothes as for for like dresses that are that needs like delicate care. I
Yeah.
use my hands to wash it.
Yeah, you need to sometimes, so I think shouldn't be any problem lah, that one. What about using electrical gadgets like washing machine, vacuum cleaner, rice cooker, water heater? Is there any problem? I think you should be able,
Me?
right?
Me, if I'm using.
No, do you have any experience like using those electrical items? Every house will have a vacuum cleaner, a microwave oven, an
Yes, sir,
oven,
yes.
a washing
Yes,
machine.
sir.
you will be able
Yes,
to
sir.
use all these. Of course, the employer will train you lah, because different brands got different knobs. So but generally you know how to use, let's say, a microwave oven. Generally you know lah.
Yes, I know, sir.
You know. Are you afraid to
Because
be left alone
my
in the
employer
house?
also before has a digital oven, and everything was all digital, and also
I see. Okay.
they have a microwave and stuff like that. So I wouldn't have any problem with electrical appliances or anything.
Okay. Are you afraid to be left alone in the house? Because sometimes this is a small family, okay? Sometimes they might want to go out, maybe to meet some friends, then they have to leave you alone in the house. Do you think that you can be left alone in the house to look after the house, just lock all the doors and just do some work
Yes, sir.
by yourself? But main thing is you must not allow anybody to come in, do not allow any strangers to come into the house. Can you agree to that?
Yes, sir.
Can So I think there shouldn't be any problem that sometimes they'll be left alone in the house. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes, that's not a problem at all.
Not a problem at all. What about heights? Are you afraid of heights? Let's say sometimes they might need, because you are short, you will need a stool sometimes to clean even the windows or the fan or something like that, a small ladder. Do you think you can do it?
I'm afraid of heights, yeah, but I'm the one who cleans the windows in my past, my latest employer. I was the one who cleans.
I see.
Also
But it's not a very high thing, probably it's a stool or a ladder with 2 steps or 3 steps. I'm sure most of us will be able to do that lah. You're not so scared as climbing 2-3 steps, you won't be able to do it. Do you think you can do it or not? Just in case of cleaning the fan or cleaning the window. Do you think you can do it?
Yes, I definitely
You can, Have you been to Malaysia before?
No, never been.
No, Do you have any friend here?
Yes, I have.
You have.
I have plenty that are working there.
You have a lot of friends working in Malaysia, but if you have a lot of friends, then we have problem. We are afraid that you contact each other, then we have a lot of problems, you see. So can you promise me that you won't be contacting any of your friends here? Because we don't want to have any contact until you are comfortable with the employer allows you, then it's okay. So is that okay with you or not?
That will be okay with me because I'm used to not having contact all the time. And the important thing is I have contact.
Because you have a lot of friends here, it's a disadvantage for you. Normally employer will find it scared, to employ somebody where they got a lot of friends here. So somehow or rather, even you don't contact them, the friend might contact you, see? So that is a disadvantage for you. But at least you're honest.
The thing, sir, is if I'm working with an employer, like with my latest, I keep the private issues or anything that there's any problem in the house, I just keep it in the house. I don't like talking to it to anybody else.
Okay, that's very good. But then, sometimes we don't know whether that is a friend or a foe. They might exert influence on you. You might think that I am not easily being influenced, but there are some very clever people. They can influence in such a way that you will be tricked. We have got actually examples. It has happened to one of my mates. They trick her, to go somewhere. Then they lock her up. I don't know for what actually. So just remember that. That's why we don't want you to contact your friends or your relative here, because sometimes it could be a danger to you or even to the family. Is it okay or not? You come here, you don't contact them?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because that is a very sensitive issue, see, where the employers will find it difficult to employ you if you got a lot of friends. Just now you're telling me you got a lot of friends.
Yes, but I hardly talk to them. I have a lot of friends that are working there, but it doesn't mean that I talk to them.
To me, I think you have actually you are honest, but it's a big disadvantage for you, because every employer will be scared, because a lot of cases has happened here when they have got friends here, they'll contact each other, and then you contact the wrong person, they will influence you, they'll tell you something, or that place is better, this place is better, then they will actually cheat you. They have in fact I have got 2 cases. of this being the DH got cheated by their so-called friends actually. So that is something that we have to consider. If you got no friends here, at least we are safe, you see. That means, you don't have any outside contact. The only contact is with your children. But when you say a lot of friends, then definitely, it's a very big disadvantage for you now actually. And for the employer to pick you, I think it's already very, very slim chance. Unless you can assure me that you won't contact your friends at all. Can you?
Yes, sir. I won't, because in the first place, when I was in Saudi Arabia, I didn't have any contact with my friends. I have a lot of friends that were working also in Saudi Arabia, but I didn't have time to even talk to them because
that is in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is different.
I'm more focused on family and my work.
Saudi Arabia is different. They don't even allow you to go out. And when you go out, you have to wear a hijab. Conditions are different there. In Malaysia, things are quite different. The main thing is, when you come here, is it okay that we won't allow you to use the phone? Is that okay with you now? We will allow you to use the phone, but we won't allow you to hold the phone. If you can, then at least I can get you an employer. But if you're allowed to hold the phone, I really don't think any employer will want you. Because definitely they are scared, you see. You got so many friends there. In your own words, you say you got a lot of friends.
I have a lot of friends. As I told you, I have a lot of friends anywhere.
I know that, you see, because as an employer, you must...
I have no problem with not contacting them because even though...
No, now just let me ask you one question. When you come here, we will allow you to call back to your family as and when you feel that you want to call back. The first call you come, of course, is free of charge. Subsequent calls, you will have to pay. You can call back to Philippines to your children, or to your mother, or to your loved ones to the Philippines, maybe 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times a month. But you have to pay yourselves. So be careful. But we won't allow you to hold the phone. Can you agree to this or not?
Not being able to hold the phone. I think
yes, for the first month, because why? You have already told you got a lot of friends here, so nobody is going to take you if you are.
Contact with my family is very important.
Yes, we will allow you to contact your family as and when you like. The employer will just give you the phone and then you can contact them. Is that okay?
Well, I will want to request to my employer if I want my phone to be.
No, if you got no friends here, it's different.
In case if there's any emergency, at least I know.
No emergency, whatever it is, the employer will give you the phone. You don't have to worry about that. But the main thing is now the employer is worried that you'll be start calling all your friends, and they don't know who are your friends. You can tell me that you don't contact your friends all, but sometimes if the phone falls into your hand, we don't know what is going to happen, where you're going to call, who is going to call you, we don't know. So can you agree or not? If you can agree, probably I can get you very good employers.
I can agree with not contacting my.
No, you say that you can agree, but that one nobody knows whether you contact or not, because in your words you say you can agree, but when you contact also nobody knows. How are we to know whether you contact your friend? Only something happened, only we know, you see. Because you see, you have actually put a very big disadvantage on yourself by saying that you got a lot of friends. You are honest. I appreciate your honesty, but that is a.
Because I'm not a social person.
But that is a big disadvantage for you.
Even if I have a day off, I wouldn't spend my day off and waste my money, because what my purpose is to work.
Yeah, I can understand you. As an agent, I look at you, I can understand you. You actually with the motive to come and work. But employers think differently. See, they spend so much of money, bring you here. They need your help. They need your help for the children because they depend on you. Now they might be employing part-time, but once they have you, they will do away with the part-time, and then they will have you as a full-time. But if you give problem, then the whole thing goes haywire. The employer don't know where to look for a part-time. It's difficult to get a part-time mate here. That is why when we select a DH, we have to be very careful. That's why I'm interviewing you, see? Because we want to know what you have in mind. Let's say if you didn't finish your contract, of course, then we will again question you. That's why I asked you, do you have any friends here, see? That is a very important thing, because from our experience, if you have friends here, sometimes the friends can influence you, and a lot of things which you don't even realize it can happen to you. You might not want it to happen, you see, but it can happen because your friends have been here for so long, and they know how to influence you, they know how to cheat you. That is the thing. Saudi Arabia is different. Saudi Arabia, the culture is different. You can't even go out by yourself. Here it's quite easier.
As I said, I'm flexible with when it comes to cultures and stuff like that.
No, I'm not talking about the flexibility here. I know that you can accommodate. I look at you, I know, but the fear of the employer is the one that I am concerned with, and the employer is more concerned with. So can you agree or not? If you can agree, then I think I can influence the employer to take you, see. But you cannot agree, I think it's difficult, because you have said you have a lot of friends. There's nothing to stop you from contacting, your friends, see. Everybody is. Well, I mean,
I can agree on not contacting because that's.
No. I'm asking you a question now. You can agree that you're not contacting. How are we to know whether you contact or not? You can tell me you agree, but in your room, whom you contact, we don't know. We don't even want to check your phone, you see, because it's your privacy. It's not even right to check your phone. But I'm asking you a question now. Is it okay or not? You want to call back, the employer will give you the phone, but you are not allowed to hold the phone, at least until you get the confidence of your employer. That means the employer knows that you don't contact the friend, or okay, no problem, you see, maybe in a few months time. But when you settle down here, I think even I will have the phobia, because most of the time it will happen within the next 3 or 4 months. See, all these things will happen. The friends will come in, the relatives will come in because of the phone, you see. If you got no relative, no friends there, then it's easier, you see. You can only call back to your country. But you got a lot of friends here, things are different.
I fully understand you, sir, and yes, I can. Yeah, I can.
So can you agree?
Okay.
Can you agree or
Yes,
not?
it's okay.
You
Yes,
can,
it's okay.
okay. Then I think I should be able to influence the employer, because you don't have outside contact, because the phone is not in your hand. You want to call back to Philippines, no problem, because after the call, then they know this number is Philippines, you see. So that is something that the employer has the confidence. Because I must also build up the confidence in you and build up the confidence in the employer. I must give you the confidence that this employer is a good employer, because he is a professional and he is from overseas. He dare not do anything or try to be funny, you see, because he's from overseas. He's working here as a professional. The wife is also from overseas. And all my employers are, I can say, they are all professionals. So far, I don't have any problem with my employers. More or less, I can say that I'll give you a good employer. I also want a good DH, you see. So I want to take care of you. I also want to take care of the employer. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you agree to that,
Yes, I agree, sir.
Okay. Now, let's say I'm the employer now. I'm interviewing you. What would you tell me so that it will be attractive for me to employ you? What would you tell me? Can you tell me something about yourself so that I will employ you?
But what's that?
No, you tell me something about yourself so that I will employ you.
Me?
Yes.
About me, I'm a hard worker person. I'm more into family focus. So practically, if I'm working, I'm more focused on my family, my family's needs, my kids' needs. So reason I'm trying to get a job, since I've been here like for about a month. So I have no job at the moment, but actually I do need to get myself on track again, get to work, because I have 6 kids that I have to provide, because I'm the provider.
Okay, that is your needs. You see, we know your needs, but also you must tell me something about yourself so that the employers get attracted to maybe your character, your thinking, your way
yes,
of
I'm a
thinking.
patient person.
Yeah, that's one plus point.
Yes, I'm patient, and I'm a fast learner. fast learner
Okay.
with everything, culture and
Okay.
how to cook and everything.
So you work hard,
And,
right? You hard work. That means you work hard. Okay, that's another plus point. What else?
Well, with like speaking skills and communication, I have no problem with communication skills because I can go
We
and
don't
speak
need
and
we don't need people with
and
good.
everything.
We don't need
Yes, I know.
we don't need people
And-
with good communication skill. In fact, that's also
I
a
know, but-
disadvantage for you actually. We need people who are hardworking. We need people who are focused on the job. We need people who are honest. Okay, that is the main
Yes.
important things. What about the honesty part? Can you tell me that you come here, you work honestly, you don't
Yes.
want to take anything without permission?
I'm a hard worker person and I'm a focus on family, yes. And when it comes to work, yes, I'm focused on work, focused on my job, and I work with complete honesty. What I see, what I do.
What
everything is
you have
completely
seen,
with-
and then if without the permission of the employer, you won't take anything. And also just remember that you are not allowed to invite any friends to the house. Can you agree on that?
Yes, I can agree with that, sir, because that's practically like going, out of bounds. If I'm gonna let anybody inside the house,
Yes.
that's practically not mine. So
Yeah,
yes,
any strangers.
I respect the privacy of my employer and
Okay.
everything because that's very important. Honesty, respect, and hard work.
Okay, you see, the thing is, honesty actually is a very important factor because why? The employer depends on you to look after the children, so that you will be focused, and your job is that you will do your best to look after the children or the kids. The housework, of course, when you have the time, this and that, you see, then you do. In this case, when there are children, your focus is mainly on the children. Your focus is mainly on the kids. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So honesty is a very important thing.
Yes, important.
And also, of course, you have to work hard lah. For that matter, anybody will work hard. Until now, you see, I'm still working, you see, right? If you don't, what I mean is, you are lazy, you go nowhere lah, So is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you don't have any question to ask me?
Nothing else, sir.
Nothing. So the salary all, the staff will tell you there lah, and also probably might have some deduction if you don't have money to pay. But if you got money to pay, then everything should be fine lah. So you are aware of all those
Yes,
because
I'm
you have
aware.
worked before, the POEA terms and conditions, this and that. I'm sure you will know lah. So those things they will explain to you because I want to make sure that when you come here, everything is clear. I don't want you to give me problem. I'm not. I was not told on this. I was not told on that. Is that okay? They will tell you everything. Because
sir.
okay, I'm quite satisfied with the interview because you agree that you will not hold the phone. If you don't want to agree that, I think it's difficult for me to get you an employer. But you agreed, I think it should be okay. So okay. Pamela Joy. So okay, thanks so much. I think you did well in your interview. I think you are a very focused lady, and I think you can work well. But what we are afraid is sometimes there are people who are good at influencing others. That is the worrying thing. That is the only disadvantage. Other than that, I can see that everything that you are. In the interview, you are very good. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So okay, thanks.